Hello everyone, just another evening update for you. This is Monday the 2nd of March 2026. Pardon me. As I arrived down at the site, the forestry, or the tree surgeons if you like, were moving about, I guess putting their machinery away for the night. You can see they're just going past. There's tracks going down the other side of the breach site, which we will have a look later in the video at. You can see the forestry tractor there, reversing back towards where the excavator and trailer is. And then at the bottom of the shot there you can see the Bowser and the tool safe that was in the log trailer, if you like, when it arrived on site. I'm not 100% sure of the make of the forestry tractor, but we will have a closer look at that too a little later in the video. The excavator looks to be about a 5 ton, something like that. If anyone can comment or tell me more about that, please do in the comments. Thank you very much for all the subscribers today. We've had quite an influx. A lot of views on the video earlier this morning. Very much appreciated. Just quickly, that's a sign, and they say, pretty sure they say danger or caution, deep mud, and they're all the way along where this track is. Whether or not it is deep mud, I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, thank you for the subscribers and the super thanks and buy any coffees. Very much appreciated, as always. The link to buy me any coffee is in the description, and they will help me out no end, as will the super thanks, in as much as in the next month or 3, depending on spending on this barn I'm doing, which you'll see in the next week or 2. I am looking to be buying another drone. Should help. So the large excavator here is a 320 GC, a CAT EX25T351, I think it is. So it's a 300 series 320 GC. Considerably larger machine, should speed things up considerably on the job. Large bucket there, obviously more power. For digging, like. You can see that the track has progressed down past the bottom of the on-ramp now, and it has actually dodged around one of the manhole covers, which we thought was going to be in the middle of the track. So they're going round that. That seems to make sense. Save running over the manhole, and could very easily damage it. On hire from Flannery, of course, similar to the 9-ton excavator. I'm pretty sure the 320 GC is a 20-ton. It has got steel tracks with track pads, so it doesn't make a mess of the roads if it does go on hard surfaces. I think they're meant to be quite an efficient digger. lower fuel consumption. And I think they can dig up to about 6 meters in depth, something like that. I think that's pretty standard for a 20-ton machine. Anyway, we're flying back over towards the other side of the breach now. I got a little bit distracted by the excavator then. Sorry about that. You can see that the pumps have been working all day, and they have pumped over 6 million litres now. Considerable amount. Water's dropped a huge amount from what it was. So I think these two vehicles are to do with the forestry. I think they're leaving one van here under the watch of the night watchman security, or night watch lady I think it is, who I'm pretty sure they do their rounds throughout the night. So everything's quite safe and secure. Obviously a lot of machinery on site, and that will only set to increase as time goes on, I'm sure. And then I think the Land Rover, the Freelander I think it is it? Will be their transport. I think they're on site for a little while. Pretty sure they come down from Leeds, which is a fair way away. They've obviously awarded the contract to do this. The small excavator there from Gap Hire is still there. I think that's a 5-ton machine. There was talk of that being off-hired. If it hasn't been collected for some time, but it's not been used for some time. I know some of these hire firms do leave machines on site for a very long time after they've been hired. I hired a cherry picker once upon a time, and it was on the site I used it on for 4 or 5 weeks after it was off hired, before they actually came to pick it up. I sometimes wonder if they've actually got that many machines, they just haven't got room to store them all in the depots. Possible. And we're panning around to look where those tracks are going, down towards the brick chamber for the old mill culvert. You can see they have had machinery down there, the probably the little excavator. So some of the trees have been cleared that side of the bridge, which is interesting. I'm sure that will all become apparent as time goes on. The fence around the brick culvert was not in the best shape, it was very loose and rotten. So it does look like that's fallen over now. That's not, I don't think the tree surgeons have damaged that. I think it was ripe for renewal, if you like. Looks to be a lot of oil coming out of that culvert, and I discussed this with Kieran Lottie yesterday. It isn't oil, that's vegetation breaking down, organic matter, if you like, and that produces bacteria. The bacteria comes to the surface and looks like oil. It's perfectly natural, and it's happening all over the site at the moment. Whether that's because of the increase in temperature, slightly possible. If anyone knows better, please do comment. I'm not sure why I know that fact. It's one of the many useless things I know. We'll just drop down and have a look at this forestry machinery as well. track dumpers in the background there. So as you can see, there's a crane on the tractor that's stowed over the front that will lift logs and trees and branches onto the trailer that's towed behind the tractor. Anyone knows the make of this machine, please do let me know. I should know this, but almost looks a bit like a Valtra, but it's not. The crane's cab mounted. Maybe it is a Valtra. I don't think it is. There's a make on the crane there, but it's RD Forestry. That's a small, is it 5-ton excavator? I think it is. RD Forestry are from Leeds. I spoke to them briefly earlier on. I will put a link to their Facebook site in the description. I do love the machinery side of all this. It's one of my favourite parts. There's the log trailer. I'm pretty sure the log trailers normally have independent axles, so they will follow the ground quite well. You know, going over tree stumps and through all sorts of different terrain. I know some of the bigger forestry machines are very, very agile. Some of them are like self-propelled. There's that cone that's lonesome in the middle of the field that we've seen many times. Zoom out a little bit. Coming to the end of the evening catch up, if you like, but thank you very much for watching and watching this morning's video. Please do tune in tomorrow, whether I will upload a video tomorrow daytime or whether it will be in the evening. I do have some work to do tomorrow, but tomorrow morning there's set to be a very interesting thing happening, which I will try my best to capture for you. So yeah, please do check back, and thank you for watching today. Thank you.